I find it funny how all my so-called niggas up in left. I find it funny how you took that risk and burned your bridge. It's funny when you know you need me, but you lost. I find it funny how you gon' play the victim when you cross. I find it funny how all my so-called niggas up in left. I find it funny how you took that risk and burned your bridge. It's funny when you know you need me, but you lost. I find it funny how you gon' play a victim when you cross. You start to switch up and you get around them thoughts and you start to flip up. Get some internet views and you holding your nuts. Sorry you crashing out my guns. You thought it was us against the world. You secretly jealous of me. I thought this shit was to the grave, but you full of lies and deceit. You screaming ride or die, but money made you bail on me. I'm dropping dimes to you, but you throwing my shit just incomplete. I would've up that fire and made these niggas rest in peace. But you played me, so I gotta question everything. That's why I can't let another fuck nigga get close to me. That's why I keep the 40 with the beam on it right next to me. I thought you was on the highway of life with me, you was exiting. I wish I never gave these fucking streets the best of me. I find it funny how all my so-called niggas are.
This is Shonda Vander Ark.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh my God. He said it's okay.
Just minutes after calling 911 to report that her son, Timothy, wasn't breathing.
It's not just that. We loved him. Do you feel like this was love? That he's dead now because he couldn't eat food. Does that feel like love to you?
But what investigators would soon discover was a web of lies designed to hide what had really been happening inside that house.
You need to stand up for yourself and realize she's the manipulator, she's the liar, she put you in this spot, she did this to your brother. Using you. Do you not see that? That she used you to do this to your brother.
Hey man, say man, what the hell is going on between the sheets in your home? Good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, probably Taco Tuesday for a bunch of y'all, probably for me at my house. But I want to say good morning, good morning. You are tapped in, tuned into the morning shift with your boy UnoDaOne, Jenny Hard-Headed Son, and you are the morning crew. Make sure you clock in because you know we're finna get into the case. Today's case is keep it in the closet. We had a little preview of this on yesterday. If you tapped in every day, if you were one of my daily detectives, I thank you. And if you seen this yesterday, this was something that the detectives chose. So we're going to get into the case. We ain't going to play around. We ain't going to do all that rigmarole. We're going to get right to it. So make sure you clock in, hitting that like button, thumbs up. If you're on the vertical view, double tap that screen. I should see a bunch of flickering and flackering going on by hitting that heart button 150 times to let me know that you clocked in. And I should see clocked in the comments, twin. Let's get to it. We're finna go ahead and call this roll to see what detective came to work today. Make yourself known so I can speak to you, twin. Don't be coming in here to... I'm gonna stay in the closet. I'm gonna stay backstage so nobody see. Speak at least. Come in and say good morning, twin, and then you can get back in the closet. But let's go ahead and clock in so we can get into this case today. Roll call, detective.
Bernie, you got me in the right place. Default. I know they here still in time.
What, EL? What?
Bernie, put me in front of the camera so I can see who came to work. Put me in front of the oh, there you go. Good morning, detective. It is me, Detective E.L. Hansen, at your service. I have returned from my injury to see which detective had came to work.
EL just called the roll.
Is that Yoshi? It smells like mushroom in here. Is Yoshi here? Shauna, she over there watching. Is she here? No, she here today. Okay. Tell Shells to take them steak sandwiches she had put in the refrigerator out the break room. Is smelling kind of funky. And if you here to do some work and solve some cases, hit the heart button, hit the like button, and welcome to work, detectives. Good mornings. Bernie.
What now, EL?
You made me one of them breakfast sandwiches. I'm parched.
Just because you're blind don't make me your slave, I guess. Roll call, y'all. Welcome.
Good morning, Joe. How are you? I hope everything is good, Joe. Where you in a good place and in a good space. Good morning. She said YouTube played you. How YouTube? What YouTube do to you? They ain't seen the notification. I don't know what YouTube got. What YouTube has against us, but we gonna still do what we do. Sanford, what's going on, bro? I hope everything good your way. You in a good place and in a good space. It's always good to see your face in the place, twin. I hope you feeling good, Melissa. Good morning, love bug. I hope you feeling good. Good to see your face in the place. How you feeling this morning? Rim, what's going on, Remy? Remy in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Hey, how are you? Linda, good morning, twin. I hope you feeling amazing. I hope everything going your way so far. It is Tuesday. What y'all have planned for today? My goal for the week, I'm gonna do 150 kettlebell swings every day for the week, at least 150. And that's on top of my regular working out and whatever else I got to do. I'm just going to add that in every day because I'm trying to turn up. Fat boy's tired of being fat. So wish me luck. And you can join me if you like to. Shell, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Tiffy, where you been at? Twin, where you been? Good to see your face in the building. How you feeling? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see everybody speaking. I see a lot of flickering and flackering going on over here. Y'all are locked in, twin. Looks like y'all ready to go. I think, let me make sure I speak to everybody. My internet, I installed a new business internet yesterday. It ain't doing no better. Self, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you are having an amazing day. I hope your day is going well. Started off well. Jims, what's up? Good morning, all the way from the UK. Good morning, twin. I hope you feeling amazing. I think I have talked to all of my detectives that's clocked in and that wanted to be spoke to. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Hold on, wait. It's more loading. Yeah, I think that's it. Hey, y'all. If you've clocked in and you ready to go, thank you for that. If you haven't, go ahead and do such. We're finna go ahead and kick off the case. Welcome to Work Detectives. This is the case of Keep It in the Closet here on the morning shift. Let's go, twin.
Here this morning, police are looking for a suspect,
The only detective agency capable of handling these grotesque and obscene cases. Look no further than the One's detective agency, where evidence does not matter. We lock you up and figure it out later.
Hey, what's up?
The One's detective agency, with your captain, UnoDaOne.
Welcome to the One's Detective Agency. I'm UnoDaOne. Welcome to Work Detectives. Let's get to work.
Yeah,
Are they sleeping still right now?
one of them is, yeah. The 20-year-old's awake.
Officers are trying to piece together how a 15-year-old boy ended up dead in his own basement. It started on the morning of July 6th, 2022. At approximately 6:30 a.m., officers with the Norton Shores Police Department responded to a 911 call from a mother reporting that her son was not breathing at their home on Marshall Road, Michigan. When officers arrived at the scene, they were directed to the basement of the house. There, they found 15-year-old Timothy Ferguson lying unresponsive on the floor. Beside him was his frantic mother, Shonda, attempting
15-year-old lying frantic on the floor. 15-year-old lying frantic on the floor is that in itself. I mean, lying motionless on the floor and the mom is frantic. That in itself is a red flag. Because why is he laying a 15-year-old lying motionless on the floor? If there's no blood around or anything like that, I'm thinking this is going to be some neglectful parenting, in to say the least.
CPR. EMS quickly took over, but upon evaluation, it was determined that Timothy had no pulse. He was pronounced deceased at the scene, and as paramedics worked inside the basement, officers began asking questions.
Now, you said the last time you saw him was 5:30 this morning?
Yeah.
Did he say anything
He had fallen out of bed.
at 5:30?
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't earlier?
I mean, it's possible. I thought it was 5:30, but
So you heard him fall.
yeah.
That woke you up?
Yeah.
And you went down there and he was...
And I helped him up.
She heard a 15-year-old fall out of bed at 5:30 in the morning. Good morning, Shauna Boo. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Truck. I'm glad you're safe in Flint.
I asked him if he wanted something to eat because the first time I noticed anything on even his face was last night. And he said, "No, I'm not hungry." I said, Did you hit your head?" And I checked his head to make sure he didn't have anything. I noticed he has some scratches on his face. I'm like, "Are you okay?"
Good morning, Winter. I hope all is well. I hope everything is good. Joe Way, it's good to see your pretty face in the place. Good morning. Make sure y'all clock in when you walk in.
Okay, no, I'm fine. And then I watched him get back up on his bed. And then I went back upstairs.
For the playback, so
And then I woke up and wanted to check on him this morning when I was getting ready for work.
sorry, guys. This is what I was on the phone with those folks giving them the blues yesterday. This is what the response was.
So I went down
We're going
there
to upgrade you to business,
and I
and we're going to give you a Wi-Fi
wake
extender,
up
and
and
it's
I
going to work
shook him
perfectly
and
for you.
didn't respond.
Was he on the bed when you came down there?
Yes.
And then you pulled him down and started CPR? Okay.
I called 911.
But even in those first moments, something wasn't lining up. However,
Yeah.
what officers
Her voice, her fake voice, that's not matching. No tears are falling from her eyes. It seems like she don't give a damn. In my humble opinion. What you think, detectives? Matter of fact, I'm not even going to ask for warrants, but if you would like to drop those warrants in the comments, I would definitely appreciate it. I'm going to make an executive decision today. I'm going to go ahead and put her in cuffs just until we figure out what's going on. All right? Let's cuff her.
You're cuffed, detective. Cuff him. Cuff him now.
Now we finna get back to the case. I just had to put her in cuffs because I didn't want her to get away. I didn't want her to feel like she had an opportunity to get away. I didn't want to forget to put her in cuffs because, sometimes I get into the case and forget. So I took care of it.
observed
Don't worry about it
next
this morning.
immediately raised concerns. Timothy was severely malnourished.
Oh, my God. See? I forgot. I know we got to do a pray. I know. Yeah, no. Oh, no. We got to pray. Let's go ahead and circle it up. Prayer circle. Put them praying hands in the comments. Let's grab each other, hold hands. Let's bow our heads. We need to make sure our minds and our heart is clear after this case. I want you to leave here feeling great. But I think we finna go, because if that's the 15-year-old that fell out of the bed at 5:30, I see why he fell out of the bed at 5:30. You ain't feed him. The boy is bones. At 15. Yeah. Come on.
Oh, when I say, come on tonight. When I think of my tenant, all that I want to be in that number. Oh, when I think of my tenant.
All right, be safe on your shift. Come back safe.
Man, man, you got to be kidding me. Holy smokes. Let me tap in with the detectives a little bit. Let me get myself together. I wasn't prepared for that. I was prepared for some like, oh, he was beating him like with a extension cord. I mean, no abuse is right, but God. Yeah. My girl Shauna in the building. Hey Bookie. Welcome into my little bug. I hope you feeling good. Yeah, so that did not sound right. And of course, looking at the thing, it don't look right neither, Mom. It don't look right at all. Miss Linda said, this is going to be a really bad case, fam. Please be careful. You might need a praise break. And oh man, I'm feeling it. You ain't lying. Joe Jackson says, top of the morning, winter. Good morning, good morning. My internet is dragging like ass, but we flowing real good, so I ain't gonna do no tripping. Winter said, hell nah, laugh out loud. The devil is working on me. I just got back from urgent care. I'm in a boot for at least a week. My pimp walking is struggling now. What happened, Bookie? I hope you are all right. We're going to send some light and love to my girl, Shauna, because she got to go get an x-ray on her ankle, too. So she need to do that and stop playing. And my girl, Winter, we're going to send light and love, 150 heart taps, and put light and love to Shauna and my girl, Winter. And let's get back to it, man. We going to need some light and love, look like, after this one. Morning, Sure. Are you clocked in?
Reduced to skin and bones, with visible bruising across his chest. His body had already begun to stiffen, indicating the onset of rigor mortis. This suggested that Timothy had likely been deceased for hours before emergency services were contacted. If that was the case, why was help only being requested now? A brief look around the basement only deepened the suspicion. Multiple webcams were mounted and appeared to be positioned toward Timothy's bed.
Oh, y'all was watching this man. You were watching this man, God dang on, starve to death. You were watching your son starve to death.
You're an ugly dog, mutt, face like ugly, what, ugly dog, you're an ugly dog, ugly, ooh, you so baby, ooh, you so ugly dog, the dog, hey.
Man, this is it's gonna be a tough one, man. What's up to my brother Juice? Welcome in, twin. I hope everything good your way. You in a good place and in a good space. Man, malnutrition is absolutely right. Okay, you going to the urgent care now? Okay, let me know what went down, Shauna. Light and love. Good morning to my girl Sassy. Captain Sassy is in the building. Big salute. How are you feeling this morning? It's sad already. Sassy. He 15. That man got to be at least 80 pounds. 15 years old, 80. AR, good to see you, family. We got a tough case. I hope everything good your way. I hope you're in a good place and in a good space. Julie, good morning, twin. I hope you are feeling amazing. Muffin, good morning. Good to see your face in the place. Make sure everybody clock in. 150 heart emoji taps. Hit that like button. Let's get back into it, man. Holy smokes, bro. It is.
And in an open drawer beneath the bed, officers located a pair of handcuffs. At that point, what initially appeared to be a medical emergency began to take on a very different tone. Given what they had just seen, officers needed answers, so they started pressing Shonda on a detail that stood out the most: Timothy's physical condition.
How could I have missed that?
Biscuit eater. See, I'm trying to get, I ain't trying to cuss her out, but biscuit eater. Melissa said, don't look like you missed a meal. No, baby girl, you don't look like you missed a single solitary meal. Snacks or not, or nothing. You ain't missed a damn thing. You talking about he been wearing baggy pants? That's why you ain't noticed. You saying he did it to, man, girl. Get out my face. But listen, I'm gonna go ahead and let it play.
He's been wearing baggy. I mean, he's wearing a hoodie for crying out loud, and I just didn't.
Move your damn hands. Move your hands, because we don't see a damn tear coming out your little stupid face. We don't see a tear coming out your face. Good luck to our little bro AR, man. I know you're going to get it. You're going to achieve what you... Man, listen, bro. God got you, twin. God got you, for sure. That was a boy, yes. Yes, Muff, long time no see. I thought your boo had said, well, I don't want to see you around them folk no more. You know, I thought he had them put you in the headlock or something. Welcome back, twin. Welcome back. Yes, Melissa, somebody need to jump on her. I need one of my lady detectives to get hold to this mama ASAPly. Let's get back to it, man.
His face didn't look like that. What the heck? That's why I asked him to eat last night, because his face started looking a little thick. I'm like, okay, enough. And he wouldn't show. I'm like, let me see. Hold your shirt up. And he wouldn't hold his shirt up. He wouldn't do anything.
Did he get real skinny last time too?
Yes. The only reason I know is because my 7-year-old walked in on him accidentally when he was in the shower downstairs. And then my 7-year-old comes up and he's like, Mama, Timothy's really skinny. I was like,
So you got a 7-year-old in the house too. You have a 7-year-old kid in the house as well, with your 15-year-old looking like this. And the excuse that you're giving is that he is doing this to himself. Now, I know a lot of young kids be on a lot of different things. They do the huffing with the, what's it, gas, the weed in the canister, like I don't know. They do all this foolishness. But I can't sit back and say, we ain't have foolishness. I had some homeboys used to huff markers and gas and shit back in the country. But he is not doing that to himself. Not with no damn handcuffs and all the surveillance cameras in the room. Mama, I know one place that you're going to be accepted. And they probably will believe that. And it's in jail. Because that's where you're going.
I tell the shorty with the cop in the green that she going to jail because the lady is mean. Girl, you going to jail? Chip, 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 chip. Said you going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. Chip, 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 chip. You're going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. Chip, 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 chip. Said you're going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. Chip, 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 chip. Said you're going to jail tonight. Baby, stop resisting arrest. Get your butt up out of here, she got me impressed. Girl, you going to jail, you gotta confess. I'm the cover on the mic, it's really been blessed. And you know I got stress. Girl, you going to jail? Chip, 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 chip. Said that lady going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. Chip, 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 chip. Said she's going to jail tonight. Talking about the shorty resisting arrest. And she on the corner, dog, got us all impressed. Shout out to my homie here, girl, I need that video that you made. Yes, you.
Man, I agree with you, Shauna. My girl Shauna says that's the saddest picture I ever seen. That boy looks like the Faces of Meth poster they had on public transit back in the day. Good morning, Alicia. AR said, my God, that boy looked so emaciated. The only time I've seen something like that is from my great-grandfather's photos of the concentration camp. Damn. Man, man, it's sad, bro. This is sad, bro. This is really, really horrible, man. How can you treat one kid like this and you got a 7-year-old? Is the 7-year-old being treated like that? Is the 7-year-old being like, that's hard to see. God damn. My girl Sassy says they huff keyboard. Yes, yes. Canister whips. Yes, yes, yes. Galaxy gas. These folks, they dying from that too. Like, how many kids they got? That's what I'm saying. Are they all like this, or was he just separated and treated like this? And why, if that's the case, why was he treated like this and all the other kids was treated good? She looks like she's in a nice neighborhood, a nice community. From what we see, why? But mom is saying he did it. She has no clue. Look at my bro. Bro, we ain't see you in the morning, in a minute. Hey, back to the kids. I know you was doing what you do, being a positive impact to kids in the community and in class, man. Keep being a blessing that God sent you to be. You and sis, Virgo twin. We'll see y'all tonight on the night show. Vicky, good morning, good morning. Tasha, good morning, good morning. Y'all ready to get back into this, man? I'm trying to slow the pace down because this is a lot. This is a whole hell of a lot. AR says they won't accept her in jail. That shit looks straight evil. Oh, it moved. Sorry. Not even joking. That boy looks like some of the pictures from the Holocaust Museum. Yeah, I can't deny that. You're right. Vicky says that poor baby. That's what reminded me of a Holocaust prisoner. She damn sure lying. She's lying. She picked him, like Natasha said. She just picked him. Like, oh, let me get. You're the one.
Was that this time or last time?
That was last time. That was like first week of February is when DC discovered that.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him he was either going to start eating multiple times a day, or I was taking him to the hospital, and he didn't want to go to the hospital. So
he ended up eating on his own.
Yes.
Okay. And then, so this last time, was it because your husband's wasn't home?
Well, he hasn't been home since January 3rd, but he had a grand mal seizure.
I'm sorry. It's the thank you.
God, it's been 3 weeks ago now. And right after that, he actually mentioned he was hungry the day his dad and stepmom called to tell us they were divorced and moving to Florida last week. I tried to check him in the last few days, and he just wouldn't let me anywhere near him. He didn't want a kiss, a hug, nothing.
Probably didn't want you to give him a hug, because then you could tell that he was...
I would have known. And I told him he was stumbling a little bit last night, but he's not the most coordinated kid in the world. And he said he was okay. And then he ate.
What was the last time he ate, you think?
Last night. I feel like such a failure.
You are.
But her response left many.
Detectives. Listen. Y'all feel this young man had an eating disorder? From what you heard from his mother so far, do you feel like this young man had an eating disorder? Yeah, Uno. I feel like he may have been suffering from something going on with his dad and his stepmom's divorce. And he may have put himself on a hunger strike. Because depression does that sometimes. Yes, Uno, he had an eating disorder. Oh, hell no, Uno. This mama did that. They locked that boy up. They ain't feed him nothing. And she got caught. Now she's trying to drum up some emotion and lie to the police. And the police not buying it. Put it in the comments, detectives. Let's get back to this case. Keep it in the closet. The morning shift. Let me get 150 surprise emoji faces taps. And let's get back to the case. Morning shift. Welcome in, Melanie.
Any questions hanging, and rather than press further in that moment, the officer made a decision. He would speak to the only other adult inside the home, her 20-year-old son, Paul Ferguson.
Have you been talking to him?
Oh, well, hell. Paul looked like he eating. Paul eating, the 7-year-old probably eating, but the 15-year-old, the middle child. That's horrible.
It all recently.
And as a big brother, I'm not finna sit in my mama's house and watch my sister or my brother go without eating. And my little baby brother getting food and I'm eating. Why can't no way, Joseo. I will not be able to do that. Mama just gonna have to kick me out because we gonna have some words. She gonna put me in get out my house type shit. But I can't let my little brother wilt away like that. Even if he was doing it himself, as the big brother, 20, and I'm 5 years older than you. If I gotta forcefully make you stop, I'm gonna do that. And like Winter said, nobody called DPS or CPS or ABCDEFG. Nobody did nothing. Let's get back to this case. This is some bull stuff already. Already, twin. Morning, Sil.
I talked to him yesterday morning to get him up.
Long ass neck. My fault, y'all.
Did you know that he was in this hunger strike?
I think
How did I know they was gonna say that?
Did I tell you or not? I don't know if I did or not.
Because he's skin and bone.
Tanya, hey, boy. Good morning, welcome in. Tanya said she's healthy though, right? Joe said eating disorder story she pushing bullshit. I mean bull stuff. Bull stuff, Joe. Y'all don't believe that. Self said, and there it is. The dad gone and probably left him. Yeah. Dad over there living his life. His son wilting away. Because the mama is probably mad at him too. Oh, you left me? AR said, what a piece of older brother. I'm an older brother. If that's what's happening, Lord, forgive me. Lord, give me everything but strength because I throw hands like Samson. Bro, I'm with you. I just said I can't be that big brother in that house. Let's get back to the case.
He's
really... Good morning, Tasha Abel. Good morning, Rachel.
He doesn't communicate with him hardly at all. Like, they say hi and they don't. Yeah, he's...
As the officer continued trying to question Paul, it became clear the conversation couldn't happen with Shonda in the room. As they tried to question him, Shonda repeatedly spoke over Paul, answering for him and steering the conversation before he could respond on his own. So officers separate.
So she's the master manipulator out of all the boys. Well, I don't even know if the 7-year-old is a boy. No, Shauna, check into that urgent care. You let us know what they say. I hope everything, we sending that light and love, like I said, man. I hope everything good to go. Good morning, Candy. Good morning, Candy. Yes, Tiffy, Mama had to get out of the room. Candy, we came across a young lady that said her 15-year-old was unresponsive on the floor. Her 15-year-old was all of anywhere from 60 to 80 pounds, soaking wet. You probably saw a picture of him since I got to your comment. She's saying he was on a hunger strike. It's other kids in the house. He's the only one that looked like this. He died. She's giving us the cockamamie story as she was able to get close to him, to hug him, to feel. He was wearing baggy clothes. She couldn't tell. But his face, you can see the skeletal outline in his face. You didn't need a hoodie or jeans to determine. My friend, Candy, I think she's a bag mom. And that's what we got. Welcome in, boo. Let's get back to the case. Morning, Shift.
Separated Paul from the house and brought him to the station. And while he waited there, detectives moved quickly. They obtained search warrants, and once inside the house, what they found changed everything. There were zip ties on the bathroom floor, leg shackles, multiple empty bottles of extreme regret hot sauce, and
Ain't no way y'all were pouring hot sauce down that boy's throat. But y'all tortured that baby. Because that's what he is. He a 15-year-old kid. He's still a baby.
And locks installed on the refrigerator, freezer, and pantry doors. Detectives even found a blue tarp inside a closet that carried a strong odor of urine and feces, suggesting it had been used for more than storage. But it was the thousands of texts between Shonda and Paul, many about Timothy, that shifted the call from an emergency to something far more serious. With that evidence in hand, detectives returned to the station.
Man.
Shonda's interview had run its course. Paul, however, had agreed to sit down for a formal recorded statement. And now, it was his turn to explain what had really been happening inside that house.
I know that night Timothy did eat because we had pizza. He had 3 slices.
And AR, I'm glad you joined in the force. And I'm glad I hope that you just, live on the principles and treat people kind, treat people fair. And if they try to kill you, shoot their ass first.
I want to stop you for just a second.
Really?
Sorry.
Go home every night.
I don't want to talk anything specific about
Love
this
you,
just yet. Since the police showed up at your house and they brought you down here, I want to provide you some rights before we talk about that sort of thing. What I do want you to know, though, is that we went to your phones, okay?
Okay.
Holy moly, macaroni.
Beginning to go to the phones. And there's a lot of evidence in the phones, and I know that you're kind of aware of communication between yourself and your mother.
Yes.
And those sort of things. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
But, certainly, those are very serious things that you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
And
after making it clear he had already reviewed the messages, the detective asked Paul to walk him through what he had seen on his phone.
I just jumped right into
That's crazy, man.
I know that we talked yesterday.
Yeah.
I know that not everything that we talked about was the truth yesterday. That's okay. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to feel guilty about not telling the truth to me, okay? And let's try to get to the truth of what really happened with your brother, because he deserves that. There's clearly a lot of messages about stuff that you guys are doing with him, about what he's eating, about restricting his food. How did that all work? Like, what was he allowed to eat?
We stopped the food restrictions recently because we had noticed this then. We wanted to get that back on. We didn't want any of this. We never wanted him to be in.
We stopped the food restrictions recently, so Big Brother, you a part of it? And I'm going to say this, Big Brother look malnutritious too. Yeah, he like what? Holy sh! She's an evil PO, yes, who doesn't deserve any compassion, benefit of the doubt, or even to be taken. Juice, I know you turned up, man. Hey, this is a perfect time. My brother is upset. This is a tough case. I think we need to go ahead and put them praying hands in the comments, because we probably got a lot more to go on this case and how extreme things are going to be by listening to the testimony of the older brother. But I don't want you to leave here feeling upset, and I don't want to make it so you can enjoy the camaraderie of your fellow detectives. So put them praying hands in the comments. Let's get a quick praise break, and we're going to come back to the case.
Amen. Thank you.
All right. I need 200 taps, heart emoji taps, and put light and love to our brother Juice. Big salute to my bro. Let's get back into this case. I hope everybody good. Let's go.
I can tell that. I can certainly tell that. When you say we, you talk about your mother.
Yes, she loved him. We wanted what's best. Yeah. The thing is, he was stuck in the past.
Okay.
Stuck in the past, like what? How?
What? So you stopped the food restriction. When did that kind of happen? Like ballpark that for me.
2 weeks, approximately. We were hoping that we could get enough where it would be safe, and then we could continue to add it back to where we wouldn't have to worry, and we could.
What were the restrictions?
We made sure that it was still something that gave him enough calories and everything. There was rice or bread, and like I said last week, he got pizza.
Okay.
As Paul talks, he shifts the focus to discipline, describing.
So y'all gave that boy a pizza, one slice of pizza in 2 weeks. Talking about rice and bread.
The restrictions as ordinary household rules, as if nothing about them was unusual. But to the detective, the explanation only raised a more troubling question.
What were they in place for, like in the first place?
Sneaking food over and over and over. Okay. We've tried everything. We were nice. We tried different consequences, but he just couldn't ever listen.
What were some of the other
Love you, Joe.
Like prior to, like, are we talking like?
We did take away his devices because that was also because he wouldn't stay on his school sites and would just go and try and play games or watch YouTube.
Okay.
But the thing is, he should have been held back so much.
Yeah. Yo, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the delay. How this playback is playing, because it's so choppy, and I hate that. It irks my spirit. So I appreciate you vibing with me. Like I said, I got this new little internet service, and it's not doing.
I don't think it was my stepmother. My stepmother was amazing.
Yeah,
but I believe it was my father's doing.
Okay.
When Paul brings up his father, the detective sees an opening and leans into it, positioning.
So they all love the stepmom. His little brother probably loves stepmom a little too much, and mama ain't like that.
Himself as someone willing to listen.
So, you guys lived together back in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
What was life like back there?
Hectic.
Okay.
My father had kicked me out after, like, in, I think, May 2 years ago or so.
So, like May of 20?
Is that 20? Yeah. And
so your daddy kicked you out 2 years ago. You probably was in there acting a fool. You probably was in your daddy's house thinking you can run it. Like, because right now, it seems like you and mama in cahoots together. Like Rachel said, you brainwashed. Mom brainwashed the kid for sure. Master manipulators, that's usually what they do. Rachel said, if you got a kid that is an issue like that, you seek help. You don't try to figure it out yourself. The resources are there. So I'm throwing the BS flag. Absolutely. Jim said, I've seen this case. They were raised this way. Him too, bully and belittle the younger to accept it. That's it. Melissa says, being mistreated as a child is why I fight so hard to help and protect any and all children around me. And that's why we need people like you. Muffin says, hugs to Juice and Joe. Straight up, I'm in tears. Over here, I need a smoke break. Yeah, take your little smoke break, Swing. I'm sorry that this case is a lot. If we need to stop, we can stop. I'm not trying to send nobody, make nobody day bad or nothing. So y'all let me know. We can definitely call it for today. Because I don't wanna send you out feeling like this. So let me know.
And was capable of talking to her and telling her how all of this had happened.
Thank you, Shauna, for the silver star, love. Thank you, love. Love you for that.
Things that about what Dad had told me, the whole, did you really not care?
Right.
And from what he told, and I'm pretty sure it's scientifically impossible, that she had her tubes undone for Gabriel, which, from what I'm guessing, that's an impossibility, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
So he's a miracle. He's a little miracle child.
Sure.
He's a blessing to this world.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as y'all cool with it, I'm cool.
Your mom feeling that? Certainly. That he's a blessing.
Of course.
Yeah.
She loves him so much.
Yeah.
She loved every single one of us, but my dad's controllish, freaky nature was just, he didn't want her having any contact and screwing all of his control up.
Okay.
Have I not been paying attention? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought everyone was upset because Dad and stepmom was getting a divorce. So that means Dad is living with another woman. Y'all are here at the house. How is Dad being controlling if he left y'all ass over here? And he chose him. That sounds like the markings of a bitter baby mama. Your daddy done ran up and started a new life. Mm-hmm. Look, he trying to tell us what to do over here. You can't run two households. Oh, damn, that's awful, man. I'm going to get back to the cake. Morning shift.
At the same time, the detective tries to establish his relationship with Shonda.
And that was the thing back in Oklahoma where I had problems with emotional release. I was so terrified of him that I didn't ever want to release any of the negative emotions I ever had around him. There were times where I wanted to say no, but I was so terrified that I just couldn't. Here, I can release my anger, and I do it in the right ways. I never do it in any way that I'm not supposed to. And if I unintentionally cop an attitude with my mother, I realize it, and I apologize, telling her that I did not mean to, that I just slipped a small amount, and I'm going to go and do something to calm down.
Will there be any sort of consequence for your mom if you slipped up with her attitude-wise, or how would that work?
There were times when I would cop an attitude that was unnecessary, and she would have me get off devices.
This ain't the words of no 20-year-old. This boy got a mindset, the way he's sitting, that boy got a mindset of a 16-year-old. He been stepped on. His mama done stepped on his personality. He don't even have traits of being manly. Even the way, I knew that I gave up. And I'm not saying that I'm just saying that's all mama mannerisms. That's from the mother. That's from being under his mama's thumb. Not talking about his sexuality at all. I'm just saying this is a brainwashed baby mama. This is baby mama. Look how he said. Come on, twin. Let's be real. This is his mama's doing.
Maybe 15 minutes, because usually that was what it was revolved around, because I'll be honest, I have an addiction to my devices.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I never had very much of that back in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
My dad was strict. He didn't even give me a phone. My sister and my stepsister had phones before I did.
My daddy never gave me a phone. Oh, he hates me. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. He could not raise a male. I could tell. So y'all jumped on, you got on baby brother. That's how my grandson say baby brother. Baby brother. You got on baby brother. Tag team with your mama to starve him? Because of the resentment for your father? Because your father gave him and your stepsister a phone? Drop me some warrants. He can go to jail too. We can cuff him too. Come on, drop the warrants. Let's cuff him up.
You're cuffed, detective. Cuff him. Cuff him now.
don't make a lick of damn sense. It doesn't make a lick of sense.
In work. I know you talked yesterday about how you're paying bills.
Yeah, and unlike my father, she doesn't force me to give her half of my paycheck. He forces that on me. And I was working basically minimum wage.
That's right, Zeus.
Yeah, that's tough.
He asked to borrow money. He never paid it back. And my mother has paid it back every time. I love him, but most of the respect I had for him is gone.
As Paul talks, it becomes clear how deeply manipulated he had been by Shonda. But there's something Paul leaves out. While living with his father, Timothy was attending school regularly. His teachers described him as engaged, improving, and even doing well under that structure. But after returning to Shonda's care, he was withdrawn from school entirely. And once Timothy wasn't in front of teachers anymore, there were no outside eyes left to notice the weight loss. And while Paul sits in that interview room trying to explain it away, the detective receives Timothy's autopsy results. And what they reveal changes everything. Timothy's cause of death wasn't sudden.
Him. Look at that man. You got to be kidding me. Look how that young man looked. That's sad.
It was a slow decline, one carried out with intent. He was extremely dehydrated, hypothermic, and severely emaciated. That confirmation, confirmed with the text messages, shifted the case from a suspicious death to a homicide. The detective then...
Holy moly, man. Let's tap in with some of the detectives. Let's get in some of these comments. Sassy says, like I said, he was at Dad's house acting like his mama. She probably kissed him in the mouth and called him baby boy. Absolutely. You know he did. She did. You know that for sure. It's like the fetal position, Natasha, for sure. AR says, you can be a physical adult, but can evade being a man. Men stomp vile people out. There's no excuse for doing nothing in the presence of such things. He is just as responsible as she is. And I 100% agree with that. 100%. He is, man. When I say he guilty, he can be in the same cell with her. Since you want to act like your mama, you can take your mama's sentence too. You can do all of that. It's just sad. It's sad that this little boy went through that. Hey, CC, welcome in. Self said, that's wild. Take them away. Tasha says, no, too well. Candy says they both need to go to jail. AR says, let prison justice handle them. I agree. Rachel said, did I miss if the father is even still in the picture at this point? The father went and he had a wife, another wife. They were upset that the father and the stepmama divorced. And they said it was the father's fault because he's so controlling and all of that, Rach. Mr. Catch My Will, what's going on, bro? I hope everything good your way. You in a good place and in a good space. Good to see your face in the place. We got a crazy case today, twin. For everybody that's just tapping in, young 15-year-old was found unresponsive in the middle of the floor. His mom called 911. He weighed maybe 80 pounds. Maybe. Okay, let's go 70. Let's go 70 pounds. He weighed 70 pounds soaking wet as a 15-year-old. It's other kids in the house, including a 20 and a 7-year-old. This is the only kid that was starved, but they said he went on a hunger strike. Now that the older brother, the 20-year-old, is saying, oh, no, we stopped the food restrictions. We just started letting him eat about 2 weeks ago. He got a slice of pizza, some rice, and some bread. They're blaming it on the daddy that moved on and had his own life. Let's get back to this case. Morning shift.
Slowly steers the conversation toward Timothy's mother, confronting Paul directly with the evidence.
I saw on your phone that you have sent a
couple pictures to your mom.
I
Yes.
think Shonda is her real mom. Nika, how have you been?
I was very concerned.
It is good to see your face in the place. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well your way. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for being here.
It just,
OG, thank you so much for putting the brick in the foundation to help us grow. Mr. Catch My Whiff and my girl Winter, thank you for the gold coin. Love y'all for that. Thank y'all for weathering through, even with the choppy playback. Y'all love you, boy, and I love y'all just as much. Big salute to y'all. Love you, Winter. Love you, OG.
Yeah, honestly, that probably would have been one too. And then you saw a picture of like his legs that were just basically gone, right? So yeah, no longer can't stand or something along the lines. Yeah, but the thing is, before
look at that man
yesterday, and I think the day before, he could walk. Yeah. He might need a little support every so often, like he put his hand against the wall or grabbed the rail of the stairs.
He said a couple days ago he could walk, but he needed hand support. Man, this man could, man.
But after a couple of seconds, he'd let go and be fine. Okay. It was never anything major. You know.
When was like the last time he was really like talking to you, like able to have a conversation or at least try to have a conversation?
This is performative at best.
Was 3 days ago, but the day before.
Thank you, Muffin, for being.
After that, the day before.
Hold on, it's so delayed.
He could talk us.
Thank you, Muff, for being a member for 10 months. We only been doing it for 12, so you've been locked in, rocking with me for that long. Thank you so much for your dedicated support. We love you, twin.
Talked a small amount in the morning, but then he just sort of was making groans and moans. It concerned me. As my mother was driving me to work, I recommended that maybe we should take him to the hospital. Okay. I'm not sure if that ever happened or not.
What did she say about that when you made that recommendation?
I don't know.
Next, the detective brings up another picture to make Paul uneasy and see if he would finally break.
What's the photograph in the bathtub of his face? Like zoomed in on his face.
He'd been taking a bath. Okay. And I went in there to check on him at one point, and he was just kind of laying there. I'm like, "Bud, you okay?" He didn't respond, but he was looking around, and he was breathing. I know that much.
Yeah. Because, clearly what you guys got to, when you say you knew that, that wasn't a nice and enjoyable bath though, right? That was a punishment bath, right? That's a cold, ice cold bath. How many times would you estimate that you guys get cold baths as a punishment for not behaving or whatever, for whatever reason?
I think for punishments, it was, I don't exactly know the number, but it wasn't a lot.
Yes, you do. You don't want to say how cruel y'all was to this young man. Y'all beat this man. Y'all beat him. Y'all starved him. Y'all did everything you can possibly do to somebody. And like Drew said, he had to be devastated. I'm talking about, Drew says this: the heartbreak he must have felt to be suffering this at the hands of someone who's supposed to be his rock, his solid foundation, is heart-wrenching. And yes, I know that man felt like, damn, this mom, this big brother, my protectors, y'all took me away from my father, where I was excelling and doing well. Y'all took me away from my father for what? Because you were mad because he got a new woman. So you wanted to hurt him in any way you can. And your son, your oldest son, had already came back because baby boy Tim and stepdaughter had a cell phone, and he didn't give me a cell phone, and he doesn't know how to raise a man. And you went back to your mama and became even worse, the 20-year-old. This is all for revenge on the father. That's crazy. Mr. Catch My Whip says, I can't stand things like this. Nobody deserves this, especially a child. A 15-year-old child, 80 pounds, OG. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Melissa says, I used to wish someone would swoop in and take me away when I was a kid. The amount of adults who don't do anything, even when they know what's happening, is crazy because they weak-minded. I'm checking anybody. Even I check you about your kid, bro. Nah, why you hitting them like that? Why your son so skinny, bro? Why you got on them same ass shoes from last year? Bro, why you out here in the club with me? You know what I'm saying? I'm that friend. I'm that relative. You not finna do nothing to no baby. Not at all. Not at all. Thank you, Shell, for rocking with your boy 10 months strong. We coming up on our year mark. Thank you for being there. Thank you for rocking. Thank you for staying locked in. AR said, I'm at a loss for words. They better catch life and let prison justice handle them or death. Dude, let them get burned straight up. Sassy says, Captain Sassy says, oh, I didn't hit that button too fast.
Are we talking like 5, 10, 20, every day, every other day? Like any idea?
5.
Yeah, like, whose idea was it to give him a cold bath as a punishment?
It was my mother's. I wasn't sure if it would be a punishment effective or not.
What unsettles the detective isn't how these ice baths were enforced, it's the justification behind that and many of their brutal punishments.
What did you do on that day that you sent the photo that made you have to give him a cold bath?
I think it was that he not only peed, but also pooped in the bed, and my mother wasn't too happy because it absolutely reeked.
Yeah. When we talk about that, I understand we go to the house and get to all the messages.
Yeah.
Where did he sleep most of the nights? In that closet?
Yes. We made sure that it was cleaned. He had a mattress in there, but then he decided to rip off the cover, like a sort of plastic cover we put on there to keep it from getting smelly and disgusting. We always wanted what's best for him.
So you guys decided to move him into the closet. There's an alarm on the door. Is that so? What's that for?
When he would try and sneak, because if you notice, there was also one on the garage door. That was also because, there's some food in there that he would try and sneak. And it wasn't just that he was hungry at some points for those. It was that he wanted something sweet.
The alarms weren't just about keeping Timothy from his own bed, they were also meant to control when he could eat and how much.
So there's this restriction on food. You talked about bread. For how long was he just eating just bread?
A week or 2.
What was he kind of eating before that?
We do ramen, sandwiches, and I think at some points we actually give him like a meal.
And so whose idea was it for him to just eat bread? Is that your idea?
No.
Whose idea was that?
My mother's.
Tell me about the hot sauce. I know that was used as both the punishment and it was put on the bread. Was it always on the bread?
Not always, no. But the thing is, it still hardly did anything for him. There would be times where it would do something for me because I'd accidentally rub my eye after I ate on there. It was ow.
Paul tries to justify the hot sauce, claiming Timothy couldn't even feel the heat, as if that somehow makes it less cruel. But moments later, his own words begin to...
So, sorry about that. I had a call. It popped up. Had to take it. It was the VA. It was just a reminder for my appointment. So, jumped on that. I thought it was going to be something. It was a message. You know how long that... This is a call from the blue. Reminding you of, you know what I'm saying? So I had to make sure I got all the details. Sorry for being missing, but let's get back to the case. The hot sauce. Sheesh. Morning shift. Let's go.
contradict that explanation.
What dictates whether or not there's hot sauce on the bread?
Hey man, what's going on, twin?
What's the purpose of the hot sauce?
Good to see you in the building again. Kicking it with your boy. Hey CC, hey lover. Good morning.
But honestly, I don't think it was that useful because,
My
like I
comments
said, he had no
delayed, y'all,
feelings.
so blame it on my equipment.
He totally bit a hole in it at one point and didn't even feel it.
Was he eating his bread in the last house, or was he?
Yeah.
Is that really the only things he had to eat those days, or were he other things to eat?
From the bread and rice, other than that, not that I know of. Okay.
And despite acknowledging how extreme it was, Paul still maintains that they believed Timothy was exaggerating.
Did you see a decline during that 4 weeks of losing even more weight or being even less responsive? Or what
She give me a hard time too.
I think
that was her calling.
That there would be times where it would take him a moment to respond. At first, I thought it was just him acting, but then I was getting concerned. I think a week or so, maybe ago.
That his responses are delayed?
Yeah, because there was one point where he did that, but it was before he was thin.
Yeah.
And it scared the crap out of me, but then he admitted to my mother later that day while I was at work that it was an act.
Okay.
So, I guess we made the mistake, at least she made the mistake.
Don't ask winner! No. I had to stop. Winner! No, see? No, don't do it. My girl, when it says, look, mine treated me like a bird my whole life, and now I'm taking care of her. Sometimes I want to treat her like Charles in the bathtub, but I'm teaching my daughter to be better than me, and I love you for that. Please don't do the Charles in the bathtub. Don't do it. I love you, twin. If y'all don't know what, wait a second. Don't do it. Don't throw it down. Don't do it. When it's crazy, I love it.
What it was.
Man, Paul slowly begins to grow defensive, and before he can shut down, the detective turns up the pressure by confronting him with inconsistencies in his mother's story.
I know that when we talked yesterday.
Man, that's why we are family bigger than the internet, twin.
She was lying about some stuff, right? I know that she's a good person. I'm not doubting that at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
we never wanted any of this.
But you also know, just like I know, that some of the things that she was talking to us about.
He looks like his mental is not there. Like, to me, his mental status is like, I don't think it's there.
Said she didn't know there was a camera in the bathroom. But the fact of the matter is she asked you to put the camera in the bathroom, right? Didn't she send you a text message that says, make sure that the camera's in there and take the shower curtain down so I can see him? Didn't she ask you that the day before he passed away?
Yeah.
So we talked about some of that stuff. Remember how?
Like, see how he replies? Yeah. He sounds like the original Jake from Jake from State Farm. What are you, cat kids? You know?
I know this Pepper's for your punishment. And what did she say? She said, oh, I didn't know anything about that. Right? Why do you think she's saying those things? Why do you think
she doesn't want to appear like a bad person? She doesn't want to be the bad guy in this. We never want.
And she making you the bad guy, fool.
We want him to be healthy. I know that for a fact. We should have been so much. I should have at least put my foot down on something. But it's not that I'm afraid.
He just hit it right on the head. I should have put my foot down on some things. You're the big brother. You're 20 years old. You're a man. You're a man. Your father was trying to instill that in you, but you wanted the easy route, and he was mad about a cell phone. Shell said starved too, so his brain did not grow like it should have. Yes. AR says, hey, we got a responsibility to teach our kids, the next generations, our lessons. A lot of people only pass on their hurt. Hurt people hurt others. Break that cycle. Pass of goodness, not pain. Jew said, winter, I'm right there with you, but I forgave her long ago. And at the end of the day, she's mama, and you only get one in this life. I forgave her for me, not her for me and my peace of mind. That's real. Shauna said his mental is off because of that's what malnutrition will do to the brain. Yes, mentally, he's like a young child, like he's 7 years old, like he's a baby boy. It's sad, man, what this fucking demon, what she did. She's sad, man, and then she want to fake like she's just mother of the year, and it's the
can't fear
daddy's
her
fault.
because she
Who's the
doesn't. She's not the
daddy?
type to instill fear. Yeah. I don't know if that's also what caused him to sometimes lie about things as well. Was that he still had this fear of dad, and then he thought she would be the same. Yeah. That could very well be the case. She's nothing like him. That much I know. She's like.
Once the pressure starts to build, the detective uses a bit of psychological pressure, a small trick meant to unsettle him and see how he reacts.
Morning Shift family in the comments.
She took no one.
200 heart taps. Morning Shift family in the comments. Just know I love y'all
She
twins.
said that was your idea, and those were yours, and that you did those things. But I think that's not the truth from what I read on here. What's the real truth about that?
She never did any of this to be harsh.
Listen, I'm in no way questioning whether you're not caring or any of those things. I'm not. But the reality is we just have to talk about how we got to this point and how these decisions were made. So I don't want you to think that.
We also did stop the leg cuffs, I think, a while ago because we noticed that his ankles were swelling. So we stopped that because we didn't want his legs to come irreparable.
How often were you guys putting leg cuffs on before that? Was that something like at night to stop them from moving around, or what was it for?
I think we did it once or so. Once, maybe twice at night.
Well, I love the free lunch.
Don't know what to do.
What about...
And my mama was getting food stamps. I still did the free lunch.
The zip ties were either to fasten the vibrational arms to his belt during the day.
Yeah.
Or to put it on his wrist, not too tight and I would make sure after the first time we did it, I would make sure to cut off the end of the zip ties because I had them loose. And then he decided to tighten them to where they were nearly cutting off circulation.
Yeah. No, you did
that.
There was zip ties against him.
So, okay, I got it. Mom got son to do her bidding. Mom got the son to do her dirty work. And then mom was going to say, I had no clue what was going on. And in turn, throw the 20-year-old under the bus. I see how this is playing out already. She got into his mind. She manipulated him, like you guys said, with the malnutrition. So I can move you and you can listen and do whatever I tell you to do. Same thing they do you in boot camp when you come for the P days. You don't get number like 3 hours of sleep for a couple of days and you like, but I just want to hit the rack. Whatever you say, I'm gonna do it. Same thing. She warped his mind. She reprogrammed him, and she made the father the enemy because she was unhappy that he moved on to something better. And she was still left with the 3 children. She's a filthy ass dog, for real. She's an animal. Savage.
I keep forgetting we're not ugly anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you made that so clear. I keep forgetting. Every time you're near, I can only see your ugly smile. And I hear your hello, saying you've been ugly for a while. And I know that it's hard for you to say the things we both know are true. But tell me, how come I keep forgetting I'm not ugly anymore?
Had a pair of them that the zip cuffs. But again, I cut those off to make sure that he wouldn't tighten them. Yeah. Because
what was that for? Why would you use those?
Normally we have him do this. It was something that I'm not sure if it was my father or my mother back when they were together, but when we were put in timeout, we'd be told to do this. And so sometimes though, he'd try and do stuff like this, or just try and put his hands down or down by his side. So
thank you,
we
Sassy.
do that.
That's a good path too. Counseling degree. I was thinking about that. I can give you some good advice, but I won't listen to my own advice. I have to scrape. I gotta scrape my knees. I gotta feel it first before I learn the lesson. I don't know. I've always been hard headed. Like if you be like, oh no, don't do that. I'm like, all right, yeah, cool, you're right. You know what? You're absolutely right. I'm gonna try it. If I fail, I fail. But if I come back to you humble, don't come with that. I told you so. Because then I'm gonna goddamn cuss you out and we ain't gonna be friends no more. Just let me. I gotta scrape my knees. That's the only reason I thought I wasn't able to give good advice to others. Straight up. That's the only reason I didn't try to go in psychology or try to be a counselor. Now, guidance counselor in school, maybe because I like kids. So, and I was a pretty good kid. That's a good idea, Sassy. Thank you for putting that out there for me. And thank you for that love. I appreciate y'all. Maybe this is my purpose right here. What I'm doing. Putting good people together, healing as we grow, and breaking generational curses.
Was this for a couple hours, 8 hours, 10 hours?
Love y'all.
Normally the maximum was 3.
Okay.
Hey, Anna.
And finally, the detective turns to the question Paul has been evading all along. What really happened that morning?
So when you first talked to us, and then you talked to the police, you said he was on his bunk bed, right?
Yeah.
But that's not the truth.
No.
Okay. He was in that closet that's right there by the bunk bed?
Yeah.
Okay. And then your mom had texted you that early in the night, or how did you know that he was in there?
Hey, Mom.
I guess at that point it was just something I would already know.
So you know.
I'm sorry to hear that, love.
Yes.
So you told us that you heard him snoring.
150 heart tap emojis for our girl Mama 5. Put light and love in the comments to Mom. After you do that, 150 heart taps.
Was that a
Morning
lie?
shift. Pick it on the internet.
And did you come up with that on your own, or did somebody ask you to say anything like that?
I feel so guilty.
I love you, Joe.
I could have done something at any point in this.
But you're not. You're his brother. You have a mother that's telling you what to do. And so, I understand why you feel the way that you do, but at the same time, you have to look at you think that your mother's telling you to do what's best for you, right? That's what you've been telling me.
Yeah. And I know she wants what's best for all of us.
So
we still working. We got a lot of work to do. We still be the best version of ourselves.
I came up with that on my own.
At this point, the detective knows both Paul and Shonda have been lying, and the detective is no longer asking questions to understand.
He's not right, bro. He's manipulated. His mind is damaged. We saw the mugshot. I want to see the 7-year-old now, because we can see that he had traces of malnutrition and being mistreated as well. That boy's skinny as hell. He 20. He power as hell. Now my nephew Dante, he's slim, but he eat. You can see the muscle texture in his makeup and everything. His face is full. This young man looked like he just recovering. Like he just got off the meal restriction too. Mom is she's made her mark on all of these kids. I haven't seen the 7-year-old, but from what we've seen so far,
asking him to dismantle it.
So tell me what really happened in the morning, then, because obviously what was told to us wasn't the truth. What really happened when somebody found him, or
I woke up and I had been grabbing my shoes, and it was.
Mika says 100% evil feminine energy is absolutely vile. I saw that stuff in foster care as a child. Evil women, and they are clever and sly. Yes, and that's why she manipulated him to do the bidding. Yes, she's a dog. You're right.
It basically all played out like you said. The whole morning thing was exact. He wasn't breathing in the closet. It was the closet. We had to get him out of the closet.
Yeah, y'all put the boy in the closet.
When you guys put him out of the closet, does he have clothes at that point, or is he in a diaper, or what's that?
He had a shirt. I think we had put him in pants or sweatpants, but I don't know, maybe some point in the night he took them off. I don't know about
When you say we, you weren't there when we went to bed, right?
No.
So how would you know if we put him in sweatpants? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do you know if he had pants on or not when we went
No,
to bed?
honestly. But he didn't have them when we got him out. He had the diaper on, at least.
So he has the diaper on. You're saying that he has a shirt.
So y'all put that boy in a diaper and some sweatpants and locked him in the closet with zip ties on him and with a tarp for him to pee and poop in case he ran over.
What shirt did he have on?
The very same sweatshirt that we found him in. Because obviously we didn't want him to get cold. Or I don't think Mama wanted him to get cold. I'm pretty sure she texted me about that. I'm not sure.
So you guys pull him off. Does he have pants on or no pants on?
None. No.
And when we get there, he has pants on.
Yeah, she had me put them on.
She asked you to put pants
Sorry
on.
for the playback. It just it froze. It froze up.
He starts.
Because it's delaying. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I apologize. I definitely apologize. Let's catch up. Want to get us all set so we can see as it plays out.
Pulling apart the cruelty hidden behind the word discipline. Paul came into that room thinking he had an explanation. Now he's realizing he doesn't have one.
Oh, Self, you said drag them to jail? Oh, we have no problem. They going to jail. They going.
You going to jail. You going to jail. Hot damn it, you going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You going to jail. Your ass.
She decides that she's gonna lie to him and say that he was in the wrong bed. I don't understand.
I don't know. She doesn't want to seem like she's bad. That we weren't neglecting him. And even if that's what if it somehow ended up like that, it was never intentional.
Right. Well, what you're saying, I mean, if we talk, right, there's all these things where you're like, she didn't want to seem like this, she didn't want to seem like this, she didn't want to seem like this. Did you know that it all seems like that, right?
Yes.
It does. And he clearly was neglected because he died from it, right? The reality is that he was. That's why we're here talking.
Good morning,
today.
Cindy. Good morning, love.
He was very much neglected. And the fact that, she had asked you to put hot sauce on his private parts.
She asked, but
put hot sauce on his what?
You never did that.
No.
She asked to put hot sauce on his what? I didn't hear that. I didn't catch that part. The mother asked the son to put hot sauce on the tortured son's what? Because, if anyone heard that, put that in the comments. Let me see. I'm afraid to hit the run. Because it's saying I'm losing connection. Matter of fact, I'm going to run it back. Hold on. Boom. Let's see.
So, he was very much neglected. And the fact that, she had asked you to put hot sauce on his private parts.
Oh, my God. Hot sauce on his private parts, that extremely hot-ass hot sauce you poured on his private parts. What is the purpose of that? Holy macaroni, man. That is so freaking sad. What was the hot sauce? Insult on injury? Like, or were they? Yeah, they said he had bruises and scratches all over him. So that might have been to pour like hot sauce in the wound to add more pain, inflict more pain on the young man. All because daddy got a new boo and sent your oldest son back home? Because they didn't say any other reason. Everybody was upset that the stepmom moved on. Because dad was controlling and dad did this and dad did that.
She asked, but I never did. I never did that. No. And she had asked you to
Hey Sherry, welcome in.
into his mouth. Did you do that? Yes. Is that on the 5th? Did they kind of lead up to all this stuff? Yeah. How much hot sauce did you put in there?
Till. My girl Till said, hey, Uno, all I need is 5 minutes with these fools, and I promise this how I'm coming, Uno.
And another thing, if you coming with that drama and that negativity, wet, me, ma.
Hurts. And what was the purpose of that? Again, she thought the whole unresponsive was an act. She thought it was an act.
Hey, boo. And I thought my little ATL little bookie butt had done quit me. What's up, Nita? How you feeling? Hope everything good your way. You in a good place, good space. Got the whole fam in here, Sassy in here, Shauna in here, CT, everybody in here. We been waiting on you, twin. I hope you having a good day.
Yeah. How do you feel about life during this? How does that make you feel? I just hate it. I know she doesn't want to be the bad guy. She never wanted this. We loved him so much. And I don't think it's about love at this point. I think it's about not knowing what to do, not knowing how to handle the situation. We didn't know how to do anything. I don't think she never.
The truth was, Paul knew exactly what was happening in that house, and as an adult, he chose to go along with it anyway.
And I just all that, you were not agreed to tell the same story today in the bunk bed, or how does that happen? You couldn't have both just possibly made up the same story. No, so what happened? She told you, right? She told you what to say. Okay. She told you what to say.
I knew it. I knew it. We knew it. We knew. The reason why I was behind the scenes, it looked like the playback was playing better with me off the screen, so I was letting it play while we had smooth transition. But didn't we say that? Didn't we? I said, man, she told that man, this sounds rehearsed. This sounds performative. He was just remembering the lines. That was his mother talking. No man don't say no like he was saying. No, that was his mother. That was this was her. What's her name? I hope her name ain't Shauna. I think it was. Was it Shauna? Nah, you can't have the same name as my girl. We gonna call her Piss Po Mama. Piss Po Mama told him to say that. Get back to it, man.
So look back, it's not just that. We loved him.
Stop saying that.
Can I ask you this? Like straight up.
Stop saying that.
You said love. Do you feel like this was love? That he's dead now because he couldn't eat food. Does that feel like love to you?
Punch, bang, yo.
He's dead because he couldn't eat. No. And I don't know anybody that thinks that's love. What I think's happening is your mom's convinced you that she's this perfect person. And she's asking you to do all these things that are literally killing your brother. She's not perfect. How is that love? How is love? How is love ice baths? How is love handcuffing? And how is love?
How is love ice baths? Y'all gave that man ice baths. Y'all gave that man ice baths, handcuffed him, put him in the diaper, locked him in the closet, didn't give him no food for weeks. He got one piece of pizza for 2 weeks. Y'all did him, y'all beat him up. Like, that's not love. Stop saying that. That was my whole point. Stop saying that. I said, like, that's not love, twin. We don't want to hear that anymore. AR said exactly. He knew It don't matter if he was scared, programmed, or anything. He knew he should have done something, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. Don't hold up in court. Straight like that. Straight like that, twin. Straight like the freak that. Hey, Melissa said, spiteful parents use their children to punish the other parent. But you ain't got to tell me I lived that. Let me get back to the case. Hey, Angela, good evening, good afternoon. I said evening. I'm already ready for the night. Good afternoon. I hope your day is going amazing. Thank you for tapping in on your lunch break. I love that you tap in with your boy when you got a little free time. I love you for that, twin. I hope to see you tonight. Everything is smooth. Oh, her name's Shonda. Okay. Shonda said, don't call her Shonda. Okay, we still gonna call her Piss Po Mama. We still gonna call her Piss Po Mama. Yeah. Let's get back to the case. Morning shift, even if it's delayed, we don't play. We gonna stay and get you through your day. Let's go. It always mess up my timing.
Hot sauce in the mouth and only eating bread. What if you only got to eat bread? How would you feel? What if you only got to eat bread with hot sauce? Would you eat? No. But it wouldn't take you long to be very much skin and bones if all you got to eat was bread and hot sauce, because how could you eat it? And how could you feel good about eating it? Was he throwing up stuff that he was eating?
Forcefully, he would force himself to get it back up.
Yeah, recently, in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he would force himself, honestly.
You ever think it's because maybe it was painful? It's hot sauce. It's not like that just goes away. Did you ever complain about pain, stomach pain, pain from...
And so y'all was torturing him then. So y'all was making little bro eat bread and hot sauce, but y'all gave him the extremely hot sauce that make you throw up type And that was probably him, because mama didn't look... That's the 20-year-old, I'm going to play a prank with the hot sauce. That's him. So I ain't even going to put that all on mama. You wanted to do that too because you still pissed off about that cell phone. You said your father didn't know how to raise a man because he didn't get you a cell phone because you was lashing out and your brother got one and your stepsister got one. This is what this is about. This is sibling rivalry with a little hint of my mama ain't shit. Yeah, I'm sorry for my language. Yeah, no, it's great.
But this time, the interrogator will not let him shrink it down to something smaller than what it was.
I do know that my mother, she's not perfect, but she's not a bad person.
Right, Shonda, that's what I'm saying.
You know how good people.
I know that little man was throwing up with that extremely hot, stupid hot sauce that people be on the internet talking about. I bet you can't put this on one piece of whatever and eat it. And they be having them people, they be messed up for hours. Y'all done dumped this on the only thing this man can survive on eating, and he ain't eating some days and gonna make you goddamn for life.
No. Tony, that's a child who has a lot of problems, right? That's not a child that's taking care of themselves. They can't take care of themselves because you guys are restricting where it can go and what it can do. If you just don't get it wrong, you're punishing by giving them ice back.
Because mama ain't gonna wear all of this. He did this on his own. He wanted to do that. He wanted to do that. And his easy way out is mama. Her easy way out is him. But they both wanted to equally inflict pain upon this young 15-year-old boy, all in the name of revenge on dad. You can't be that heartless, bro. How can you be that heartless to something that came out of your body? My mama say you at the... My mama said, boy, before you go without shit, I sell my coochie, boy. But here come a mama that only want to give her baby a piece of bread. All because the man moved on. Morning, Chef.
That's an hot sauce and only feeding him bread. How is that?
Yeah, I want to see sassy girl. I know you my sister. I know we family for real. Because I said I want to hear what mama got to say. Because he is throwing her under the bus. I want to hear her. I want to see. We seen her reaction in the beginning though. Sass, we seen her. She don't give a damn. She, I did, sound like a fucking seal. Sorry. Yeah, these are two evil, like Drew said, independently evil people. They both wanted to inflict pain on this child because of the freaking dad that somewhere living his life got other marital problems with his with his new baby. And y'all holding on to some past shit. This man done been married and divorced, and y'all still holding on to this, man. But people don't be want to say, oh, it ain't no such thing, no bitter baby mama. Y'all just don't be doing what y'all supposed to do. Morning, Shiv.
And honestly,
hey, wait up, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My girl Sassy done hit that thing. Captain Sassy done drop that uncle alert on your boy. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm on my uncle alert. See, every time I get to rant like that, just be like, uncle alert, uncle alert. Yes, I'm on my uncle alert. See, man, thank you for that. Thank you for putting the brick in the foundation to help us grow to be the #1 true crime reaction show on the planet. And I can't do it without you, and I don't care who try to stop us. We cannot stop. I love y'all, too. Let's go. Let's get back to this case. Shonda ass. Shonda ain't worth a damn. Shonda ain't worth a damn. Put that in the comments if you want to put some. Shonda ain't worth a damn. Sound good to me.
Well, I ever met my entire life. That's what it sounds like to me. I know. But she is not. Maybe she wasn't to you. Maybe she was a good mother to you.
Yeah, make sure y'all like that gift if you can.
Gabriel,
Angela, thank you so much for that disco ball up.
But to one of the three children, she didn't care. She didn't say it. You can say it if you want. She starved him to death.
Nope, yep, you can like the gifts too. If you can, some of the gifts allow you to like them. So please, if you can, like all the gifts.
Yes. Maybe he's stealing food so that he can survive.
Y'all, man. Thank y'all for being you.
He's dead because he didn't get food. I know that.
Look at that young man, man. Look at that young man, bro. I gotta go back. I know the internet might mess us up, but we don't care. We got a point to prove. Like, Shonda ain't worth a damn. Thank you, Tanya. Shonda ain't worth a damn. I want to show y'all this. Look at this young man.
Tell me about one that you know. Tell me one that you know. That's a child who has a lot of problems, right? That's not a child.
Come on, bro.
That's taking care of themselves. They can't take care of themselves because you guys are restricting where he can go and what he can do. And if he does something wrong, you're punishing him by giving him ice baths and hot sauce and only feeding him bread. How is that? How is that a loving person? How is that a loving mother? You know what that sounds like to me? And honestly, the worst mother I've ever met in my entire life. That's what it sounds like to me. I know. But she's not. Maybe she wasn't to you. Maybe she was a good mother to you. And maybe she wasn't to Gabriel. It sounds like she's a very good mother to Gabriel. But to one of the three child?
So Gabriel, and that's the baby boy, and Big Brother, everything hunky-dory. Everything peaches and cream. All because the oldest got sent back from the daddy about that cell phone. He got punished for it on the end. You zip tied him to it, cut off his circulation. You put hot sauce on his nuts. I don't think your mama told you to do that. Yeah, man. I tried.
One of the three children, she didn't care. She didn't say it. You can say it if you want. She starved him to death because he wouldn't stop taking food. Well, maybe he's taking food because he wants to live.
Look at this young man, 15. And now I understand he was being punished right there. You remember he said, I don't know if it was dad or mom. You won't say it was mom because you still hate your freaking dad. And it probably was your mama that said stand in timeout with your hands like this. He is in timeout. You remember he said he got punished because he was doing stuff like this, or he would do like this, or cross his arms or something like that. This is a picture of this young man being punished. That was a picture of that young man being punished. Morning shift. Keep it in the closet.
You ever thought about that?
Yes.
Maybe he's stealing food so that he can survive. He's dead because he didn't get food.
How do you know that?
Well, that's not anybody's fault but your mother's. And you can try to take some of the blame if you want, but it's her fault because every single time I see a message in here, it's her telling you what to do. And she put you right in the middle of it. She put you right in the middle of this where it looks like some of the stuff's your idea. And it actually looks like in some of these things that you kind of enjoy it.
Yes.
You kind of enjoy punishing him for.
See? The detective says some of these things are your ideas. Yeah, you just kind of throw mama under the bus, twin. She guilty, but you're guilty too.
Things. Do you feel like you kind of enjoy punishing him for that stuff? Yeah. Maybe not that he was in pain, but that you were in charge and you got to tell him, you can't do that. Go do this. This is your punishment. Did you like some of that stuff?
No. Sorry, y'all. It's lagging. I knew it was going to do that when I hit that go back.
Did she like some of that stuff? No. How come you guys are laughing and joking about it sometimes with smiley faces? And there's no way that you can look at yourself and think that's okay. Thanks. And that your mom's good for that. She was doing what's best for him. How could that be best for him? Why couldn't it be a piece of chicken that's cooked? Why couldn't he eat that? Why does it have to be bread with hot sauce?
With the reality placed in front of him, there's no version of events left to hide behind. The excuses don't work anymore, and for the first time, Paul understands what's coming.
I don't want to live a life where I regret the fact that I hid somehow something, and I've told you everything I know.
Man,
how do you feel about when you hid that your brother wasn't eating? From society, that you hid that your brother was dying. How do you feel about that?
I hate myself, okay? If I could take his place right now, if I could give
That's
him
what
back
we thought too, Angela. Like he was going through it too.
I'd do an attack on heartbeat.
Did your mom ever do anything like this to you?
No.
Does your mom feel bad at all about it?
See, mama ain't do none of this to him.
Yes. I saw some locking him in the closet.
Yes. She hates it. And she hates it. She never
you did it.
enjoyed it.
Ice baths. She gave him ice bath on the day that he died, right? Getting up to it. And she wanted him to sleep in the tub. That's what I read. Did that happen? Did he sleep in the tub?
No.
He didn't.
No.
He didn't die in that bathtub and you guys dragged him into that closet and waited for the morning to call it. That's not what happened.
No. It's not.
Wow. He died in the ice bath. He died in the ice bath after y'all punished him for wanting food. Y'all tried to put him in the ice bath so the marks and the bruising would heal. And you wanted him to sleep in the ice tub. I resented my younger siblings because I felt they got treated better and got love. Took me a while not to blame them and place the blame where it belongs. That's real. And thank you for sharing that because I think this is what this is. This is a case of, oh, dad loved you more. Dad gave you a cell phone, or he always gets the better things. My siblings say that about me right now because I rolled the dice and took a risk and went to try to better my life. So I understand. Joe said he's getting caught on this. Yes, he definitely is. Drew said absolutely understandable, Mel. AR said hit him with the book so hard you take the ligament from their legs. Any chance of mercy? Man, that should be in the negatives. It should be far in the negatives. They should be doing other people's time. That's real. That's real. They really should get the chair. They really, to me, should get the death penalty. No parole. Let's wrap it up. We're closing up the case for today.
I think she did that. Do you think that message is just a little bit suspicious? That she sends you out just about midnight that says he's in the closet.
Great point. Self says she doesn't hate it because if she did, she would have stopped it. Or it would have never, ever happened. And that is absolutely correct, Self. Absolutely.
Yeah. You don't think he was already dying or dead at that point? But
you
think she said that for a reason? Why would she send that? Doesn't it seem like maybe he was already dead? That she put him in there so that he could wake up and have died.
Do it to somebody else. He's asking now. Welcome in,
when he's in an ice bath and he freezes and he dies. Not freezes per se, but he dies in the bath.
The deepest freezer. Let him freeze.
She dragged him in there. Did she talk to you all about that? Did she tell you the truth about what really happened?
I don't know at this point.
She did, right?
I don't know.
I want you to lie to me.
No, I don't know if he died in there. I don't know where.
Yes, he was talking about your ankle.
When I got up, he was gone.
You feel good at all about any of this stuff?
No, of course not.
I can't, right?
I can't just live with myself.
But how do you feel about?
I can agree with that, Buck.
And defending your mother about how good she is. Do you feel like that's the truth anymore? Because I'm quite disgusted by her.
As in mine.
I'm disgusted by her.
She never wanted this.
Then how smart is your mother?
She's incredibly intelligent. Yeah, cum laude.
Right. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought, how can a woman that's this smart, this intelligent, graduate from law school, how could she not know what's happening? How could she think this is fake? How does she not know she's starving? How does she not see that he's wasting away? And you're telling me that you've got some mental health issues, but you graduated from high school, and it's very obvious to you that he's got malnutrition, right?
See, I didn't even hear what he said. I have to read the comments sometimes.
It's very obvious to you, but your mom here's not seeing that, and she's a law school graduate, and she's very smart. Do you see what I'm looking at here? She's a liar. She's lied to you about so much stuff. At some point, you need to stand up for yourself and realize that she's the manipulator. She's the liar.
A law
She
school
put you in this spot.
graduate. This is crazy. She's freaking smart. She's smart. That's why it was easy to manipulate.
She did this to your brother, using you. Do you not see that? That she used you to do this to your brother. Your mother used you.
She never wanted him dead. She loved.
She never wanted him dead. What do you call it? Not feeding him for days. What do you call it?
Him.
That's love to you?
What does she want him?
Everything that we talk
didn't
about
even
is
want
love.
him.
You somehow don't think those things are okay.
Sorry.
Do you think those things are okay?
No.
Because everybody
Hold on, there he is.
knows they're not. Except the smartest woman in the room.
Facts, Jonah.
She's the one person that doesn't know that's not okay. You're joking, right?
Months later, that same reality followed him into a courtroom. In October 2023, Shonda Vander Ark stood trial for the abuse and death of her son. But one of the most significant moments of the trial came when Paul took the stand against his own mother.
Where did he actually sleep most nights?
In the closet.
What did you call the closet? Was there a name you used to refer to the closet?
The small room.
And what was in the small room if Timothy was in the...
Hold on, I gotta hear what the small room contained. Man, boy. She didn't want none of them children.
There was a camera monitoring him, even when he slept.
Were there any restrictions on his movement inside the closet, or was it he could move around however he wanted inside the closet?
There were restrictions.
What were the restrictions on his movement?
Hands on his head, normally.
Hands on his head, is that what you indicated?
Yes.
Was that some form of discipline for him?
Yes. On his knees and against a corner or wall of the room.
And was he monitored to make sure that he was doing those things?
Yes, sir.
And for how long would he have to do these things?
Several hours.
And when he would stand against the wall, how long were we talking about that he would be required to do that?
Hours, sometimes overnight.
Wow.
Did you utilize some type of alarm or alarms on his body to alert you if he was moving?
A vibration detector, yes.
Wow.
Was there more than one that he was required to wear at times?
At times, yes.
Where were those devices located on his body?
They were normally tied to the back loop of his belt, or the back loop of his pants, I apologize.
His pant loop, golly, boy, they had vibration detectors.
And was there
wild
something
to me.
placed on his wrist as well?
Handcuffs, and before that, zip ties, zip cuffs.
When you say zip cuffs, are those put together with zip ties?
Yes.
And those were designed to restrict what?
Movement.
What's up, real
How was
J?
the hot
What's
sauce?
up, twin? I hope everything good your way.
Either slathered on bread or administered directly orally.
Okay. And you would do those things, correct?
Under my mother's orders, yes.
The violence against Timothy was so brutal that when it was played in court, Shonda couldn't even watch it herself.
This is hours.
Man, get your ass out of here, girl. Get your stupid dog face. You talking about you couldn't watch it in court. You did it. You and your older son carried out this torture on your middle child. What do you mean you can't watch it in court? You lived it in real life. Girl, you going to jail. Shut up. Just go to jail. Just take your lick and go to freaking jail.
Going to jail. Man, he going to jail tonight. Talking about the homie in the gray and the black. You know the facts. I never relax. Everything luxury tax. And everybody here getting videos. Make sure you put a little money in the sack. What's wrong with him? Going to jail.
She acting out for the jury. You absolutely right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
You look like that when you put him in the bathtub?
Shonda Vander Ark was found guilty of first-degree child and felony murder. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 50 years for the child conviction. Months later, in March 2024, Paul Ferguson faced his own trial and was convicted of first-degree child and sentenced to 30 to 100 years in prison.
Nah, that boy need to go up the road. That boy need to be with a life sentence as well. Y'all, I want to say I applaud you guys for sticking around through that tough case. That was a tough one for sure. Thank you so much. But you know what we got to do. We have 1, 2. I need every detective to drop 2 warrants in the comments. Let's go ahead and book these folks because they need to be booked. But I don't hit women, but I would have slapped the shit out of her. I'm just gonna say it.
Why did you break into Lois Walker's apartment?
We didn't break in nowhere.
You were there, you had guns, there was no key, and there was a pick. Now that adds up to breaking and entering, and that adds up to 15 years hard time.
Don't say nothing more. We don't have to answer no questions. You heard him give us our constitutionals. We don't have to answer nothing.
No, you don't. And maybe you don't have to purse a murder up either.
What's with this murder bit?
You forget Joey Coloma?
We had nothing to do with that.
Doesn't look that way.
Who cares how it looks?
Might not be that bad, Steve. Well, no question. Murder won.
Well, maybe they're just a couple of patsies. Paid muscle. Somebody hired him to rough up Joey a little bit. Who was it? Matt Keller? Morgan? Who? You got no right to question us unless we want, and we don't want. So book us or let us go.
Book him, Daniel.
Wait a minute. You got no charges.
No? How is breaking and entering concealed weapons and murder, for starters?
I really wish I really wish, I like really wish that we could have heard from the dad. I want to hear his point of view. I want to hear his perspective. Because it was sad. And Little Gabriel. I want to hear from him. We didn't see the 7-year-old. I wanted to see the 7-year-old as well, because that would have gave us a lot of understanding on what went on. Hey, I want to say thank you for an amazing day, amazing shift. We're going to spin back tonight, 9:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully our internet is acting a little better than it was this morning. Y'all, go out, be light, be love, be you, because that's the only thing that God designed you to be. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the love. And most of all, thank you for being my friend. Until tonight, I'll see you again, twin. Go be impactful. Be positive. You see Bo just kicked the door in. You seen him. Bo, say hey. Say hey to the people, man. Say hey. Your nephew, Bo, looking white as snow. But now, you know what? Friends and family. Trav, what's going on, twin? Where the hell you been? Wilbur, what's going on? I'll see y'all tonight. Love y'all, man. Go be great today. Go spread some love. Love y'all. See y'all later. Peace.
Good work today, detectives. Now y'all make sure y'all go spread light and love. And we'll see you again at 9:05 a.m. for another case from your favorite true crime reaction show with your favorite host, The Morning Crew, with UnoDaOne. This has been the One's Detective Agency.
Tell your daddy hey, boy. Tell your daddy hey, man.